Football. It's back, kind of. Look, if your country's in the Euros or the Copa America, I hope you have a great tournament. If you're Irish like me or from somewhere else who's not in the Euros, you don't have a lot to root for. So you're going to be looking at the Liverpool lads specifically, and of course rooting against your least favourite countries. I'm not going to say who that is, but I'm going to be looking at how the lads are getting on in the Euros. Throughout the Euros, I'm going to have a league. Okay, this is going to make sense. Of fucking yes moments. So it's like a league, but instead of points, it's fucking yes points. To see who does have the best Euros. I'm also going to be looking at the Copa America and the friendlies that have come on beforehand to see how our South American lads are doing. So, Andy Robertson, he's the one who led Scotland into the first game of the tournament. It didn't go well. He unfortunately was on the end of a 5-1 ass whooping from Germany. But what do you expect? You know, I will say this. He bagged an assist that I'm counting as an assist. It took a few detours, but I'm counting it. Fucking yes, 2. And he's in the lead. Their next game is against Switzerland. They'll be far more up for that one, I think. Or far more likely to get something out of it. I don't know. So then Szobos said,
"Guess it's up to me."
It didn't go well either. However, he had a very legitimate assist. One of the assists of the tournament, you might even say, so far. Becoming the youngest captain in Euros history, by the way. But fucking yes, that's a solid 4. Counted for nothing, but very good assist. Meanwhile, I'm going to shoot across to South America now, as Colombia and Bolivia were playing in some sort of friendly game, where Diaz was absolutely smoking the whole team, by the way. Assist, possibly 2 assists, and a goal for Diaz. Just, that's what he does. Well, some Bolivian player didn't like that. And, I mean, it's not just a tackle. This is an assault. A big brouhaha ensued with players pushing and shoving. A couple of digs thrown. I tell you what I liked about this melee is that there was a couple of digs thrown and they weren't like, oh, I'll at least say that, the pricks. But absolutely horrendous tackle, and the player should be banned for a certain amount of time. I don't even know if you got a red. People said he didn't even get a red for that. Okay, absolutely fair enough. Took his fucking legs off. Apparently Diaz was fine. He was running around afterwards.
He was all right anyway. I saw him getting up.
But Jesus fucking Christ, you gotta protect these lads. Anyway, on to more positive news. The Netherlands won 2-1 against, I don't know, someone. Poland. And who bagged Netherlands' goal? You better believe it. Big Gak. Cody Gakpo. Took a little slight deflection. He won't mind. Bags himself a goal. I mean, he's lethal from that left side. I love him on that left. You know, the whole thing of... I think Slot's got a real left wing shaped problem. Because I'm like, you know, Diaz works relentlessly and is so skillful and, you know, a brilliant player. The only thing that's lacking a bit, or at least last season, was his output. I thought Diaz last year, I said it in the first week of last season, I said, I think he's going to be our top goal scorer this year. Well, it didn't work out that way. Still class, but I think Gakpo gives Slot a real option at left wing. And Nunez, who we will get to in a bit. Gakpo, I think, he doesn't give you the same razzle-dazzle, but he gives you cold, hard goals. Anyway, bagged himself a Player of the Match award as well. First game of the Euros, bags himself a goal. And you know what as well, even though he doesn't play for Liverpool, I was delighted to see Wout Weghorst bag himself the winner as well. I think Netherlands are going to be my team this year, if I'm looking at anyone. 3 Liverpool players. I like Weghorst. I like strikers who've been laughed at, coming good at big competitions, you know. So I think they kind of have my vote. Also, I've been to that country more than any other country, Amsterdam specifically. So I think I'm going to be rooting for the Netherlands this year. Just a word on Ronald Koeman. Koeman? Can I call you Koeman? This one has a start, middle, and end. This saga. So first of all, okay, hang on. I gotta get it here in front of me. So first of all, okay, he's got something on his. So first of all, he wipes his nose. Yeah, what's that? I've got something on me. Oh, I've got something on my nose. Like, what? Okay, well, don't eat. He's like, okay, I'm up now. What are you licking for? And then rubbing under your nose. Ugh. What are you doing, man? Like, actually, what are you doing? Do you not, like, it's not your first day, man. You know the cameras are going to be on you. If you do something mental, the cameras are going to pick it up. It's, first I thought, okay, he's got something. Ugh, okay, yeah, wipe it off. Why he would wipe it on his mouth, I don't know. But then there's a definitive, like, that's the part where I'm like, oh, okay, well, there's no defending that. I could make a case for whatever he's doing here, but he straight up just puts his finger in his nose and eats it. I say that, but if the camera was on me sitting on that bench for 90 minutes, you would definitely catch me doing something, You'd either catch me having a made-up conversation in my head, mouthing what I would say if this argument happened with that person. Or you furrow your brow because you're in a fictitious argument in your head or something. You would definitely catch me sniffing myself, One is just the standard, kind of like Koeman, like, oh, I gotta wipe something here. See that little sniff in there? Or just the old reliable, you would definitely catch me sniffing in some way. I'm sorry about the table, by the way. I'm sure I keep leaning on it. And why does he put his hand in his pocket at the start, like he's getting something? And then he lifts his whole t-shirt up. Like, what? That's mental. That is, the more I look at it, the more mental that is. Sorry, I didn't even mention Van Dijk, who played his first ever game at the Euros. That can't be right. He had a bunch of stats, I can't remember them. 5 out of 5 aerial duels won, something crosses completed, the usual. The usual that we come to expect with Van Dijk. So get in, Virg. Gravenberch didn't feature. It's a long tournament though. Cody Gakpo, fucking yes, a 9. Virgil van Dijk didn't keep the clean sheet but played very well. Fucking yes, 5. A little bit about Darwin Nunez now. First of all, I know this is old news, but him blanking that little YouTuber guy. YouTubers, am I right? Jack Doherty, is that his name? I don't know who he is, but I tell you what I didn't appreciate. He was one of these guys who was like, "Who are you? Are you anyone? Hey, bro." Like don't bother him if you don't know who he is. Don't waste his time. Nunez did the right thing. See you, pals. And in the meantime, I'm just keeping tabs on him. Just seems like he's having fun in Uruguay as always. Firing shots at the cameraman and shit. And now we move on to Trent, playing in a midfield 3 with Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice. I like seeing him in midfield. I like him being that advanced. The problem is that England don't have any runners. I've got a stat for you. There was just 11 shots between Serbia and England tonight, the lowest of any game at the Euros on record. So Trent's got the ball. He's got loads of space, but no one's making the runs. Come on, lads, fucking run. Nah, you're all right, mate. I'm just going to stay back here. I'm going to pass it back, if anything. Trent, come on. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. I know most of my viewers are English. Sorry, can everyone else just ear muffle for a sec? Trent, come on, mate. Come on. They don't appreciate you. Okay? You're a Ferrari. You're not to be. You don't make Ferraris run around like a fucking Ford Escort. Okay? Come back to the other Ferraris. I don't know why I picked Ferrari. That's a good car, right? They don't love you like we love you, Trent. No one does. I know. So he was a bit like there wasn't too much that he could do really. Pass to the side, pass it back. They turned him into the rest of them. Trent, fucking yes. 5. It wasn't fucking yes. It was a bit fucking meh. But it's not your fault, Trent. It's their fault. Also, if I may say, 1-0 against England 1, Serbia 0 is the most European Championship result. I tell you, it was a frustrating game to watch, if I may say. A lot of thrown around. Harry Kane, oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Every time ball goes up in the air, right, I'm about to throw myself on the ground now. But so far, that's it. So in the lead, Cody, Gakpo, and the rest. Can't remember what I said. But it's great to have football back. So Ibu is playing tonight with France. Diogo is playing tomorrow with Portugal. I'll be back after in a couple of days with an update. Because man, am I looking for content to talk about. If there's anything in particular that you would like me to talk about in the off season, let me know. So continue to enjoy the Euros, and I will continue to keep you updated on how the Liverpool lads specifically are getting on. In the meantime, have a great week, and up the fucking Reds.